What's up, everyone? Movie Mania Nick here. I'm back here at the Sun Surf Movie Theater here in Ocean City, Maryland, because I'm actually going to go see that movie right there, which says The Goonies. This is part of their another thing I did 2 weeks ago when I saw Back to the Future. So this is another 80s movie. I've seen this movie numerous times, but I've never seen it actually on a big screen. So this will be a first for me. This is one of my top 10 movies of all time, one of my favorites. So you'll see my movie review, and there's a lot of fun facts, so stay tuned. What's up, everybody? Movie Mania Nick here. I just went to go see the 1985 movie The Goonies. It starred Sean Astin, Josh Brolin, Jeff Cohen, Ke Huy Quan, Joe Pantoliano, Corey Feldman, Kerry Green, Martha Plimpton, Ann Ramsey, Robert Davey, and John Matuszak, who played Sloth. And the director was Richard Donner. So this movie is basically about a group of kids who call themselves the Goonies, discover an ancient map, and set out on an adventure to find a legendary pirate's long-lost treasure to help their families while trying to get away from the Fratellis. So I've seen this movie numerous times, but actually this is going to be the first time I'm actually going to see it on the big screen. And also, this is one of my favorite movies of all time. It's in my top 5, or basically in my top 10 movies. Just everything. The actors are excellent in this. Everybody did a great job. Richard Donner, the director, did an excellent job in directing this film. The adventure part of this, the humor part of this movie is excellent. I mean, there's a lot of humor in this movie. I mean, one of my, I think is funny, is near the end when they're on the ship and they finally see Chunk and everybody goes, "Chunk!" And he goes, "No, it's Captain Chunk." And Captain Chunk says, "Let's get the hell out of here!" Every time I watch that scene, I just burst out laughing. I think it's one of the funniest scenes. I mean, there's so many comedy aspects in this film alone. I can't name every one of them. It's too many. I highly, definitely recommend to go check this movie out. It's a movie for the whole family. It's a fun adventure family movie. The adventure part of this movie is amazing. Just between Data's booby traps and how he says booby traps, it's funny too. The fighting aspect of the Fratelli brothers and the mother, Mikey's parents, the family, Mikey and him and his brother, and then the girlfriend. If you've seen this movie, you know what I mean. The way that, enhances. And just the story of it, how Mikey, the whole story of it is, his thing is just never give up. Just keep going. Never give up. Goonies never say die. And of course, you have to have the truffle shuffle. Who cannot forget that one with Chunk? Funny scene. And him and Sloth with the ice cream and Baby Ruth. I could just mention a whole bunch of comedy in this movie, but I don't want to. I want you guys to see this. I know a lot of people have, but just in case the people have not, you got to see this film. It's a classic. It is a classic film to go see, especially for the kids. I mean, there are a few curse words in this movie and some sexual material, but it's not that bad. And they put it as more of like a comedy sense of humor toward it. So, but like I said before, I definitely highly recommend to go see this film. Take your kids, take the family, go see this film. I highly recommend it. And now it's time for fun facts. Sean Astin was allowed to keep the treasure map used in the film Several years later, his mother, who was Patty Duke, discovered it, thought it was a crinkled piece of paper, and threw it in the trash. When the Fratelli brothers argued, Anne Ramsey really slapped Robert Davey. She was told to hit him as hard as she could. Also, the pirate ship was entirely real. All scenes were filmed in the ship. After the film, it was offered to anyone who would take it. No one did, and the ship was scrapped. The cast was not allowed to see the pirate ship before the scene was shot, as director Richard Donner wanted to catch their genuine reactions at the size and scope of it. The total production of this film took 5 months. John Matusek's makeup took 5 hours to complete. One of his eyes was mechanically operated off-screen by remote control. Someone would count down and John would blink his other eye in synchronization. One-Eyed Willie's skull was made from real bone. Also, the bats were made of crumpled black pieces of crepe paper that were shot out of an air cannon. In the film, you can hear Richard Donner, the director, giggling off screen when Jake takes the plastic spoon off Chunk and Chunk starts to cry. And I actually did hear it. It's pretty funny. More than 900,000 gallons of water was used in the movie. The oil substance shot out of Data Slick's shoes was made of glycerin, water, and food coloring. Richard Donner, the director, makes a cameo in the film as the gray-haired sheriff on the quads in the film final scene. And I also want to mention, guys, in one of the scenes, the final scene where Data, he says, where the reporters ask, "What was your fun part, most fun thing about this experience?" And I think Data or somebody goes, "Well, it was like fighting the octopus." He does say that in the film, but in reality, in the film, it was cut out of the movie. In a deleted scene on YouTube, you can actually watch it. They actually do fight an octopus, but it was deleted from the film. But they kept that part in, which is kind of weird. And that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this movie review. I mean, like I said, it's one of my all-time favorite movies. It's fun to watch. It's a family fun adventure movie to watch. Smash that like button, share, support, hit the notification bell to notify you when my next video or vlog will be up. Also, catch me out on Instagram under the same name, Movie Mania Nick. Plenty of pictures and videos. And as always, be excellent to each other. And party on, dudes! Such a great film.